In this video we're going to show you some of the advanced features for searching that have been put in version 3 for the Literal Bible. Now we start out with the default desktop. Let's close all that, close all windows, and I'm going to make tile vertical because I like to have vertical windows for this particular demonstration. And we better select the Literal and the Analytical Bible. So we go to the Favorites, Literal, and now we have selected all the ones we want. We've selected the Literal translation. We made it the default by clicking on the title, Literal and Analytical. Now let's take a look at the commentaries, and we made the Analytical the default. All right. So let's take a look at John chapter 1 verse 1. John 1 verse 1. Okay. And you see it just looks like any normal translation. If you turn on the Strong's numbers and the footnotes, it only applies to this window. It doesn't apply to the entire system. So we're going to turn on the Strong's numbers and the footnotes for the entire system, and grammar symbols. All right. Suppose we wanted to look for any particular thing here. Let me just find one. Second aorist middle deponent, and for 1906, let's find out how often that occurs. And 1096, the verb, the Strong's number, and we're going to use it to search for the Literal translation. Oops, there's a lot of them. All right. 483 times that is used in the second aorist thing. Aorist, second aorist, middle deponent. That number 1096. Now let's take a look at the Analytical. You can see the Analytical does not have all the parsec expanded. And if you float your cursor over it, I didn't have floating windows turned on. If you float your cursor over it, it looks it up. And if you like larger fonts for your floating windows, go to Tools, Customize, Fonts, Floating Windows, Change Font. Let's make it size 16, okay? And I don't want to install a new window. Oops. And it's now in a bigger font. So it's just that easy to change. So you can search for anything in the Old and New Testament using this parsing information. And if you're too lazy to type like I am, you can just highlight what you want to search, and away it goes. Remember that you must turn on the View window, search Strong's and footnotes and grammar symbols before you do the searching. Thank you very much.